slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Orange.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rolling to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the red zone now, Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So out now come the Cardinals. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Not today, baby, not today. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Rosen to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Smith catches left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Hell, you won.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Play action. It's gone. Steps away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the 50, it's gone. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Over! Gun! Detroit!
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Starting left here.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Zerline's kick is good. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches. For him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Johnson again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Rosen will throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and 2. Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Forced out to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Smith, his first carry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long here for Rosen. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the move to his left. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Here's Goff now on second down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Keith Marshall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Detroit!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. There's nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep up. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And Zerline's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Leopard!
Throwing now is Rosen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Shane Ray in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.